Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh dear. Oh, that ruckus. How goes it, people? How goes it? What up, Gretchen? Portofino. Hello, hello. Jen. Meryl. What's shaking, people? What's shaking? I do have Under Armour on right now, yeah. But that's all that they sold it in, so... Don't make me regret that. Don't make me change. I'll do it. Ken's what's shaking. Hello. Rachel. What up? Guys, today was quite the day. It was actually a blast. It was a blast. I had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So, we went and we started off with parasailing, all right? That Allison, hello. How's it going? So yeah, we went to, it's called H2O Water Sports, okay? So they offer like scuba diving, like banana boats, parasailing, jet skiing. So it was pretty sweet. We ended up going parasailing, which was an absolute time. You know, they dunk you in the water a couple times. The salt water gets all up in your face and your eyes and your mouth and shit. And it's just like, ugh. But it's fun. And they had a GoPro attached right there too. And we had ours with us as well. So we got some bomb footage for that. And then right after that, we went jet skiing. And oh my God, I want a jet ski so bad now. Like those things were so fucking fun. And you could just clip, right? So they had like 3 buoys set up in like a big triangle, and like pretty much what you would do is you would just, you know, just zipping around like the course, right? And you'd have like a group out with you, and then you're just going out, and you know, you had the GoPro that was filming you, and then also for pictures as well. So we got a bunch of great pictures, a bunch of great footage today, and overall it was a great time. So... And then after that, we just stopped off at one of the malls on the way to grab some, you know, a quick bite before we go. No, Becca, we still have it. Okay, this time. We still got it. And then after that, you know, we took off, went to the mall, grabbed the quick bite, and we just kind of strolled through the mall. And then we came across this booth, right, that Santa was at. There was Santa and you could take pictures. And then me and Kuhn had the idea. He's like, oh, it'd be great if we went up and took a picture with Santa. And he was like just throwing up like the signs, right, or just doing something. So we go and we're waiting in line and we're asking about it, and it was just taking forever. And then like just as we were about to get in, another family showed up because they had a reservation to go. And we're like, all right, well, you know what, let's just not do this because it's going to take forever. The group ahead already took forever. And then this group is going to take forever. So we didn't end up doing that. And then, yeah, we sat in traffic for not too long, actually. It wasn't too bad. And now we're back here. So the day went by quick, but it was so much fun. It was great. But yeah, guys, the special guest is going to be Amy Prod. She's coming in. We're gonna, you know, chat with her. Kuhn's gonna ask her his questions, you know, kind of go over that usual spiel. And, you know, we'll get to know Amy a little bit better and what she does, etc. So it's gonna be good. I'm actually looking forward to it. So yeah. It's whenever she's ready and she's in, we'll start that. But until then, you're stuck with me. So, what up? Jaylene, happy birthday. happy birthday. Also, Sherry, happy birthday again. Hope you guys had a great day. You guys better have enjoyed it. It only comes around once. But yeah, much love, guys. Amy, whenever you're ready. All right. Amy's ready whenever we're ready.
Alright, I'm just gonna get changed.
Okay. All right, Amy, we'll add it on in like 2 to 5 minutes, around there. 2 to 5 minutes. Oh, I'm missing some essential things right now. Medicine, but I'm calling her Maddie. That song is stuck in my head. Help! Help! How the fuck did this happen? What the? Change up. I'll change up. Also, for those of you who don't know, Kara went on our the Facebook groups. She went live on the Facebook group today, and she was showcasing some of the merch, going over sizing, etc. Absolutely spectacular, and I gotta say, guys, it is looking absolutely fire. I cannot wait for this, guys. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah, Kara, you did a fantastic job. Big shout out to you for that. We love ya. Guys. I'm going back to my roots here. You'll see what I mean in a second. Oh, this brings back old vibes right now. Water in a wine glass, baby. Water in a wine glass. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bougie. Oh, do you want my pinky up? Is that bougie enough for you? Twizzlers? Yeah, we gotta bring back the Twizzlers too, eh? I think so. The only one... This one fits perfectly. This one fits pretty good, except for the fact that if I were to like fling my hand, the sucker's coming flying right off. It's just a little bit too loose. But we make it work, We make it work. With the pinky ring. Oh yeah, it's perfect, eh? Like, it won't fit on any other fingers. That's about as far down this little go. Oh, the left pinky's even worse. It just falls right down to the knuckle, which is weird. Were you at North Shore today? I don't think it was North Shore. I don't know. I get so turned around so easy on the island. A ring insert thing? What, would it just like kind of fill the gap in the top and just kind of stop it from sliding? It can be resized. Okay. Alright. I'll take your word for it. I know nothing about rings, so Bubba's, I saw your message, but I cannot say it out loud because it's gonna start a commotion if I said that. So, but I saw what she said. I gotcha. See? I'm getting better. I'm stopping myself from set. Medusa! I caught myself this time, okay? What's the name of the Facebook group? I'd love to join. Kara or one of the mods, could you guys drop it in the comments? Just leave the ring finger open. What hand is technically like your wedding ring or engagement ring supposed to go on? Is it your left hand or is it your right hand, or does it not matter? AJM fan crew. K as in Kara just dropped it in the chat. It's the left hand? Okay, so my watch hand. Interesting. Interesting. Left, okay. Thank you for educating me on those. Thank you. So if I wore one on this hand, on the ring, like, it wouldn't, you know? No, I'm not. I mean, it's a trick question. It's a trick question. Doesn't mean anything? Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, there, there it is. Gretchen hits it. I was like, oh, maybe it got away unnoticed, but fast as fuck, boy. Hey, no worries. Amy Kun will just be 1 minute. No worries. Do I have a girlfriend? I have 400 fiancés. Funny enough, you ask. I'm like the ultimate Mormon. Is that what it's called? You're done. Immediately no. Immediately no. It's a lot of rings. Oh, I know. Yeah, that's a lot of prenups for Kun that he's got to write. He was saying. Dude, my ass is so sore, dude. My ass is
okay,
bruised.
I didn't want to say that, but like, bro, I literally was like, I have a bruise and a rash from that fucking boat ride.
Dude, yeah, the captain,
Guy was a fucker.
so the little taxi boat, okay, he was like, he was fucking with us. He was fucking with us. My ass is so bruised now. Like, we're sitting there, right? And it was choppy. It was pretty windy out there. So, like, there are some good sized waves. This fucking guy, he didn't give a shit. He was just fucking full throttle right up there. Me and Kun are sitting at the front of the boat, just boom, getting launched up and down. Didn't feel it until we're sitting in the car, and I'm like, yo, this is getting uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's bruised. It's legitimately bruised.
I'm glad you just fucking went to it. I wasn't
yeah.
gonna say, that's why I was wishing. And then you were like, my fucking ass. I was like, dude, I have a bruise and a rash on that
Dude.
motherfucker.
Fuck. God damn. All right. Amy, did you want to? Yeah. No, that'd probably be easiest if you came in the corner. Oh. Good thing they're plastic. I almost just fucking knocked it right down.
Ah.
Yeah, I never been with the baddie. I'm so happy with the baddie.
How you make this shit?
What? Ow, what did I... Ow. Damn it, Alex. What's Hollywood eating? Cool Ranch Doritos. It's gonna be in your head for days now. Oh, I'm gonna absolutely smash it the next time. Just wait, you'll see.
Oh.
Amy, whenever you're ready, we are ready.
No, Vanessa, you don't. Sorry.
Oh no. What did she say?
I said no.
Do we get to
I'd
see
have to
Justin?
charge. No, I'd have to charge him.
What's that, sorry?
I was just saying hi to everybody in the comments.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, no, we're great except for our bruised asses. So.
Sorry about that.
You know, things.
Win some, you lose some.
Yeah, it's very true. Well put.
Was
JK.
it from jet skiing? Jet skiing?
Oh no, the jet skiing was.
Jet skiing?
Oh no, the jet skiing was actually relatively smooth because we had it full throttle the whole.
Anything. Like he just
probably
fucking
fun
did it.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was
Oh
good time.
no! Why does this happen when we put?
I don't know. It
What
always
happened?
happens when you guys get guests in the corner.
I know it glitches.
Is it better if it's like a dual or?
Yeah, would you mind doing like the dual, like the split screen?
No, I don't know how to do that though.
Okay, if you just go live, I can invite you. Then all you have to do is accept it, and that
Okay.
should fix it. Okay, so
All
just go live, and then I'll invite you.
Okay.
Oh wait, they're saying it's better now.
Okay.
We might be okay. It might just be at the start. We've never tested it long enough to see. Guys, are we good now? Is it A-okay? It's better now. Okay, we might be okay. If we have problems though, then we can just switch it over.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. That sounds good.
So, okay.
So Amy,
Yes. Justin.
adult pleasure toys for people with foot fetishes. Where are we at in the e-commerce world?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know about the foot fetish thing, but that's a good business.
It's a good business.
Yeah.
So you mentioned before that
I didn't know we were going to talk about this.
no.
Yeah,
But sometimes you just gotta start it with a bang, you know?
Yeah, that's quite a bang.
Yeah. So you mentioned before that you run 3 online businesses.
Yes. Well,
So
yeah.
can you talk like a little bit about them or kind of what those businesses are?
Sure. So our S Corp is Cyber Cartel International, and Cyber Cartel owns 3 companies. Our oldest and most successful is called bodycandy.com. And
okay.
it's body jewelry, belly rings, tongue rings, cartilage rings,
Oh wow.
nose rings. And we've had Body Candy for 19 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So now in those 19 years, it wasn't all online, I assume, was it?
Always.
So, okay, now I'm really interested.
Yeah, now I
Yeah, so
questions about
how
that.
did you know, like, where did you realize that kind of the next area of commerce or like where people were doing business was online? Like, because that's early. 19 years is early.
That is
Yeah.
early.
So my husband was a computer science major at UB, and he quit in his 3rd year and started writing programs and selling them on eBay. And
Oh wow.
basically, I ended up, because I was a nurse, and I ended up quitting my job like a year into the business to help him. And that was really successful. And at one point, one of our friends got her navel pierced. And he was just like,
Right.
there's no way that that piece of jewelry costs what it costs. So he just started investigating and sourcing out where to get them. And that's how it started. It basically, we started in my basement. We started selling on eBay. The business took off. We ended up in a 5,000 square foot warehouse. And then he started building the online store. So it was really all eBay to start.
And-
Right now, we were in that warehouse for about a year, maybe 2 years, and then we ended up buying a 50,000 square foot warehouse in Amherst.
Holy shit, that's a big jump.
Yeah.
That's a big
Well,
jump.
and then I thought to myself, we're never gonna ever fill this place up, but we outgrew the other one. And I said, we're never gonna outgrow this. Well, then we started our second business about 7 years ago, jackpotcandles.com. So Jackpot Candle sells bath bombs and candles with jewelry inside it.
Oh, okay,
Like rings.
interesting. That I heard about that one because my mom told me about that one.
Yeah, that's
I
the one
don't know
I
how
put
she.
on Facebook when they put
Okay,
up that.
yeah. So that's the one that I knew about, but the body jewelry part I had no idea. Did you ever like? So you guys obviously never imagined scaling it to the size that it actually ended up.
Well, he
becoming,
did. My
like-
husband did, but I didn't. I never thought we'd outgrow the 5,000 square feet in our first warehouse,
Right.
and we're out of that in like a year. We went from me and my husband and his sister in my basement to like 10 employees, and we've at this point we have 89.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So the candles, what was that called again?
Jackpotcandles.com.
Yeah.
So basically each
Jackpot
piece, it
Candles.
either it has a ring or a necklace inside of it, and the rings are valued from $15 to $5,000.
Holy
So
shit.
Yeah, we employ a master jeweler who makes all of our 14 karat body jewelry for bodycandy.com, and he also does the rings, the expensive rings for Jackpot Candles.
So
And
like
then-
what sorry to cut you off, but
That's
like
okay.
what is like kind of got you guys into like the mindset where you wanted to like start a second one instead of just keep going with the first? Was it just kind of like you saw another opportunity and you're like, okay, like let's
Yeah,
pounce
yeah,
on
it was just the opportunity he saw from another company, and he was like, we should get into that. So
Smart. Interesting.
Because I look at your websites and they're all like, who does your marketing? Obviously, you don't say it, but you guys do your websites are kind of similar in this sense where they're structured sort of the same way and in a very good way.
my husband does that. Chris does all that.
I was
We have
just
a
going to
team.
say,
He
guys have a
does
team.
it, and then we just hired a girl. She just graduated about a year ago, and then we have our graphic designer, and then he has outside companies that do help him some, like with Facebook and TikTok and pay to click ads and that kind of stuff.
Like-
but he basically goes in and is constantly adjusting what they do.
Yeah.
He's really good at that. He's like
I was going to say, because your Google results and
Yeah.
search is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Like
the funny
that's
thing was
wildly
when
impressive.
when I tell everybody that we own a body jewelry store, the first question is, and you can make a living off of that? And I'm like, well, yeah, I make a pretty decent living off of that. And then the
It's
second
like-
is, does your husband have a lot of tattoos? And I'm like, no, he's a computer geek. So,
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
and
though.
then our third company, we just opened a year ago, and it's called Heaven's Oasis.
Okay. What?
And that
what's
is all faith-inspired T-shirts
okay?
and some candles. We're doing some candles, but not with jewelry in it.
Right. Right. Interesting.
And so
And that
okay,
was
so
just another opportunity he came across just from talking. Well, he goes to a lot of, like he's in Miami right now for a convention. He does a lot of that.
I was just gonna say, like, where, because these are all kind of three different markets to be in. You have body jewelry,
Candles.
candles, and then faith-based T-shirts. So it's kind of like okay, here's my question. When you started the second company, how much time did he take, or did you both take, to kind of do the R&D to be like, yeah, this makes sense, we have enough resources in place? Or was it kind of just fuck it, like balls to the wall and try it out?
Yeah, that's what he just, he just saw another company doing something and he's like, I can do it better.
That's a good man
Fair
right there.
enough.
That's a good
Well, I
man.
gotta tell you guys, when I've been watching you for so long, I'm like, you remind me, Justin, a lot of my husband. And I'm like, you
Oh,
guys
wow.
are gonna do so good. Just, I can
No,
tell
thank
just by
you.
the
Yeah, we
way,
appreciate
just how you are, you're really driven and focused. And I'm like, he reminds me so much of Chris. You remind me so
Wow.
much of Chris. I'm like, you guys are gonna do really, really, I
We
can tell
appreciate that.
you're gonna do
Yeah.
great.
Thank you.
very much.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I don't know candles really well. But I think I might. Hopefully, I might be able to.
I think you'll do good with what you're doing, though. Yeah.
I appreciate that, but I'll tell you what's not doing good is the Bills right now.
Oh God, please.
What kind?
Oh,
Like,
God.
what was?
How?
What's up?
That's
You're in Buffalo
horrible.
right now. You got to go slap Josh Allen across the face a couple of times.
No, I won't be back there till May or June.
Oh, you're in Florida.
Yeah, we're in Florida for the summer, or in the winter.
So how much time do you still spend in Buffalo in that area? Like, is it
Just,
pretty much just the winter you go down, or?
We go back. Well, before COVID, he goes every month still. I used to go like every 2 or 3 months just to check up,
Right.
and then we go for 3 months in the summer. But since
Right.
I haven't been back since COVID. So, but
Oh, okay.
I think we're gonna go back in May, for
Right.
a couple months.
Right. Okay. Right on.
Yeah.
Now, so for the faith-based T-shirts, like, where did that inspiration come from?
He met somebody at a seminar.
And he just
Yeah.
true.
And they were doing it, and he's like, I can do that. We can do that too. Because we
Honestly, it's just
I like the way that your husband thinks.
It's
he's
so
very
simple.
he's
Yeah.
like, oh, I like that, but I can do it better.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He's funny.
that's
Yeah.
good
Well,
shit.
he'll be like, oh, we want help. Like, if we want something new, he'll be like, all right, well, we just got to sell more jewelry.
yeah.
Fuck. And then
But yeah, that's exactly how he thinks. He'll be like, I was listening to because the T-shirt company, we had the equipment already because we were making T-shirts for Body Candy, and then we stopped, so we just had the equipment sitting around. So it was really like a win-win. He's like, we have the equipment, we have the staff, already trained to use it,
mhm,
and
why not?
so, yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
you have three successful online businesses, and they're just ideas that come from him meeting people at seminars. Have you had one that didn't work?
Not that didn't work, like So he's talked about doing like beard oil, and he made my kitchen like a laboratory and started concocting all this beard oil stuff, and then never followed through on it. And then there was he wanted to get into like supplements, the supplement business.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we have some of those, but then he just didn't feel it. It's basically, that's just how he works. If he doesn't like feel it, and then
now,
but we never really launched those businesses. He just like started to see, buy the product.
Yeah.
And he never did anything with it.
Through all three of them, was it kind of like a smooth ride where it was like, okay, like you guys knew like it was gonna like always like work out, or was there times that like you were kind of thinking like, okay, maybe this like we're gonna have to put a stop to this one, or like, you know what I mean? Like you ever doubted it? Like I'm sure.
Surprisingly not with body jewelry. That was one big thing. Another reason when we started the body jewelry company, he was like, even through the Great Depression, jewelry sales never stopped. Jewelry sales always stayed the same. We've been pretty consistent with that with Body Candy. Even during COVID, sales actually skyrocketed in 2020.
I was just going to say, because Rachel had asked that question in the comments, and I was going to ask that, and that does not surprise me at all.
Yeah. For both companies. Because we were just starting Heaven's Oasis then, but for Jackpot and for Body Candy, I mean, sales were crazy. But I was like, everybody's getting extra money. They're sitting at home. So this is perfect for us. They're going to, shop online.
Right.
So
they did. Jackpot, actually right before COVID, Jackpot was iffy. It was like, we were just, making decisions. Are we just going to put more money into it and see what happens? And then COVID hit and sales skyrocketed, and knock on wood, they've been really good since then.
Right.
Yeah. So now, because clearly the primary part of your guys' businesses are all online. I saw in one of the links, I don't know, because I know Walmart in the US kind of it works like Amazon where you can kind of sell things. Like, do you have like a relationship with Walmart or like any brick and mortar stores, or do you just kind of stay clear?
We sell we do sell on Amazon, and we do sell at Walmart. Not in the store, but on their seller central site.
Yeah. Got it. Wow.
Although it's not as successful as Amazon, and it's not as good a place to do it because they're really they're tough to deal with.
Yeah, like, well, fuck, I can only imagine, especially Walmart too, from things that I've heard. So your husband, you said he's kind of like a computer nerd guy. So, and clearly he's able to see that technology was a very big part of what our lives were going to be like. Was he into crypto? Like cryptocurrency early?
No.
I'm curious.
Wow. My nephew tried to get him into it, and he didn't want any part of it. And now he regrets it, and he's all into it. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Just recently, probably just within the past 6 months, he's been getting into it.
Okay. So your nephew's gonna be at Christmas, like I fucking told you. So.
He's already done that.
He's already dropping that.
Hilarious.
Well, the thing that people didn't understand, especially back in 19 years ago when we started, was no, we don't have a storefront, but we're in every home, in every city, in every country in the world. As long as somebody has internet access, my store is in, as long as you're marketing correctly, and you're writing the search correct in the search engines.
Yeah.
Was marketing at the start kind of like a struggle? Like it was like just kind of figuring out how you were going to go about it, or was that even like kind of just a smooth run? Like, because like I just don't know what it would have been like because like I don't think it would have been like 3 years old, so I don't really know what it would have been like then, or like how big like the internet actually truly was. So like,
eBay was really big back then.
Yeah,
eBay was a big thing. Um, and marketing, no, because there weren't that many stores like us.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
now there's,
Like-
you know, a million, like I call them
Mhm.
copycats, but whatever you want to call them, you know,
Right.
but
Yeah.
at least
That's
that kind of
really
a strong
interesting.
foothold. But he's
Kelly.
just good at it. He's just, you know,
Yeah, he understands it
but
and clearly.
it's a daily, like I'll wake up at 3 a.m. and he's adjusting bids and doing this and all that. So like he's
Yeah.
constantly working.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
feel like a guy like that is just sort of always on the clock.
Yeah.
Because even that's really interesting though, just to be able in 19 years ago to be in college and then just decide to drop out and kind of
Yeah,
head
like,
into
you
this
really got to
vert-
believe in yourself
Well,
and like in
yeah.
what you're gonna do if you're
because
gonna do
like
that. So
now it's like to head into a vertical that back then people would have
Yeah.
been like, what do you mean creating a business online? Like that's silliness.
Well, that's what
It's
people
just
did. They, you know, well, he was making it at that point. It was just this computer programs that he was writing and selling. And,
Right.
and then when I quit my job, and we ended up building our first house off of just that and sales on eBay. And then, like
Wow.
I said, he got into the jewelry. So
that's
That's
awesome. Good
insane.
for you guys.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
knock
Mhm.
on wood, then, you know,
Oh, of course,
it
knock on wood.
keeps going. But
Wow.
so far, so good. Christmas sales have been pretty decent. And
No, that's
yeah.
great. That's great. I'm definitely gonna have to check out the candles because it's like, fuck, after that one candle, I forget who sent it, but there was a couple candles sent to me, and like up until that point, I never used to burn candles or anything. And then I was like, I started, I'm like, oh, this is actually good shit. So
Big
it's like,
candle guy.
now I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, check
Yeah.
them out. It's we do candles and bath bombs on Jackpot.
That's awesome.
So I have a question.
Okay.
I have a million going through my head, but I know lives is limited.
Thank you,
So
Wendy.
when it comes to
Love you too, Wendy.
when it comes to shipping, like,
Yeah.
and you guys, because you mentioned you have a warehouse, so like you probably have people working in there and doing it, but how were you able, because what we even experienced on a much smaller scale is how expensive it was to ship internationally, like how slow everything was, and we kind of now have a little bit of a better handle on it.
Mhm.
But it's like, was that a hurdle you had to overcome, or was it kind of just as you scaled it? Just because I feel like once you scale
even like
larger,
sorry to cut you, but like even like with the charms, what we ran into this time, where it was like what Koom was talking about today, we were talking about, or maybe it was last night, I don't remember, but it was like if we wanted to do it, like the duties on such to like get it over the border, if we were going to ship it across, like it was just going to be like, you know, an exponential amount. So it was like, do you guys have that problem as well, or is it like not that big of a factor right now because it's like just the scale of it?
Because of the scale that we ship, the amount that we ship, it's not.
Yeah.
We get discounts, you know, with the discounts because of the amount that we ship. You know, we ship
Right, that
probably anywhere from 10 to 15,000 orders a day.
Holy fuck.
So
That's insane.
So we get
Jeez.
mass discounts.
Right.
International, we've just always done it, and he's always built in. You know, he has free shipping for orders over $25, so that kind of pushes people to order, you know, more. And then even though the shipping is free, you still have built that into your pricing.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And like I said, with the quantity, you know, we have a relationship with the post office that, you know, gives us discount pricing.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I saw this was.
Go ahead.
What's that? Sorry.
Well, I was just saying I never ran into the problems that you did with the international, and I don't know if that was just Canada or.
Oh, it's solely Canada, because that's why we switched it into the States, was because the times, like even to ship from the US to the UK is a lot faster than it is to ship from Canada to the UK. Like it's like little things like that.
Our customers are usually like, we tell them a week international.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? And it's usually there in 4 to 5 days.
So like I've seen this question asked a few times in the chat.
And I don't have
So,
my
like,
glasses, so I can't read the chat.
what would your like what's your like main roles pretty much to do with like what you guys do? Like what do you kind of like
So I handle all the
control
human
or look over?
resources. All the human
Sorry, say that
resources.
again.
So I handle human resources.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like I do, all the employees, and I
Right.
do all the buying. So I buy all the
Okay.
jewelry,
Right. Okay.
which is
Right
fun
on.
because I love jewelry, even though I don't
Oh,
wear any
absolutely.
piercings. I love
Right.
to pick out the jewelry. So that's what I
No.
do.
And hey, it's a blessing that you love what you do too,
Yeah.
because it'd be a hell of a lot more trouble if you didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have so many questions. Oh my god. That shit. Yeah, there's like does your husband have LinkedIn? Does he?
What's that?
But I was
My
like, does your
husband
husband have LinkedIn or what's That's partially joking, but yeah, no, that's
I need some more water.
like when it comes to the purchasing and stuff of the jewelry, because obviously now, like you said, there's such a flood of new businesses selling, like Alibaba drop shipping jewelry on their Shopify websites and stuff like that. Like, how careful are you when it comes to like selecting what products that you want to purchase, or do you just already have those relationships established with certain people?
Yeah,
Where
so
you
we
don't
already
have to
have those relationships. So I buy factory direct from overseas.
Got
So
it.
I have factories in South Korea, Taiwan, China, and then I have a few companies in the United States that I buy from.
Mm-hmm.
And we just basically what happens is they contact us because we're pretty much the largest body jewelry site. So they'll contact us, send us samples, and we'll do a small order to make sure we can trust them, make sure the products are good. And then once I establish a relationship, they just send me like spreadsheets with pictures. So and then I just pick out the jewelry and go on.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, for our 14 karat gold, we have a master jeweler who makes all that. We have a whole, there's about 5 of them in the gold department.
Now, on like more of an industry level, like when it comes to jewelry, like have you noticed many changes in the last 19 years from what people were like? How like are there trends that you kind of follow or have to be aware of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Luckily for me, we have employees who are pierced because I'm not. So, for example, septum jewelry that goes, through your septum here.
Mm-hmm.
Like something like I'll go to them and I'll be like, do you think this is something, So
Yeah.
I kind of have to stay up on that, but mostly I just buy what I like and I'm like, oh, that's cute. Even though I don't,
Yeah.
like I don't have my nipples pierced, but that's really cute. So,
Hey, apparently it works pretty fucking well. So it's like it's working out for you.
But my husband,
You got the good taste.
I watch, honestly, to tell you the truth, I watch a lot of, reality type shows, and I just see what younger kids are wearing, because that's our demographic, 16 to 28.
Right.
I'll see what they're wearing, and that's basically how I just go and pick the stuff out.
Right. Well, that's awesome. It sounds like you guys have a pretty
But yeah, you got to be really, really careful when you're dealing with companies overseas.
Mm-hmm.
You just place a small order because most of them want you to right now, then you establish terms, but you got to pay them up front and you don't know who you can trust. So.
And you're not trying to get screwed because you guys are so reputable. It's like, you don't
Well, yeah, you got to be careful.
Fall into that.
And Bezos hasn't tried to buy you out yet?
No, I would.
Yeah, honestly. Jeff was cutting a check. I'd say just fucking leave it blank.
Here you go. Take it. I'm ready to
take it. That's awesome. That's wicked. I knew because even when you had mentioned, I think when you came on to our live before, I don't know if it was on the 24-hour live or when it was.
No, it was a mistake. I don't know.
Oh, it was a mistake.
Yeah, I don't even know how, because like one of the things popped up and then I went to go click like the the profile thing, but nothing happened. So then I'm just like, I don't know what I just did. And then next thing I know, Amy pops up in the corner. I'm like, whoa, what just happened?
Yeah, I was like, okay, I was just working. Like, well,
Oh,
anyway,
yeah,
but
no, that was
yeah.
funny.
And from an HR point of view, so you manage, you said around 89 employees or something like it was around there.
Yeah, I mean, right now we have seasonal, so we're higher than that, but they'll be gone in the beginning of January. So yeah.
Right.
Okay,
89.
so is the seasonal just for kind of like fulfilling, because these are like the busier times?
Yeah, helping to pack, get the orders out. See, one of our main holidays is a little different, but one of our main sales points is your order ships in 24 hours.
Oh, okay, so it's
Wow.
like you guys are on it. Like
You guys are on it.
So
The
we
order
have
comes
a
in.
huge pick and pack staff, and we hire a lot of temps and a lot of seasonal during Christmas
Okay.
time.
Now,
starting right before Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
So in that note, just because that's kind of I know in the US and Canada since COVID, there's a massive struggle for like businesses to kind of hire and retain people, just because, a lot of times they can get their wages subsidized with, benefits and stuff like that. Like, did you kind of experience any of that where people just didn't want to come back to work and whatnot?
People
Like, did you have to incentivize them or anything?
Yeah. People did not want to. It was hard to hire people.
Yeah, especially young people too, I feel like, as well.
We were lucky. We were lucky enough to stay open during COVID.
Yeah.
We didn't have to, but we made all kinds of changes, 6 feet apart, masks, sanitizing stations, all that kind of stuff. But then we had some employees who didn't feel comfortable coming into work. So we told them, well, you don't have to, I won't fire you. You can have your job back when you feel more comfortable coming in, but so COVID was tough. It was tough.
And I can only imagine like being on the HR side of it. Like that's got to be a pretty like that's got to be a headache in itself at sometimes, because it's like, even just finding like good help or like just dealing with employees all the time. Like, that's not an easy thing to do. And it's like,
I have an assistant who, because I'm not in New York at the warehouse.
Right.
So my assistant kind of does all the interviewing and stuff. And I just kind of like make the decisions. So she has a little tougher than I do, because they all come to her and then she comes to me. But yeah, it's a headache.
Yeah. No,
To deal with.
For sure.
Yeah, especially.
Absolutely.
So how long until you start buying up some robots for labor and just tell them to kick the curb, start? Because I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the next Amazon warehouse coming out of Amherst.
Yeah.
Man, I actually just, speaking on that, like just like the automated stuff, I just watched a video earlier today actually on how this whole shipping port they rebuilt from the ground up, and it's 100% automated. So it's like they only have like certain people there to look over it to make sure it's not fucking up. But it's like all of like the load, like whatever the machines are, like the big cranes that load the ships and all these things, like it is 100% robotic and animated. So it's like, but I mean, like the money to do so is like immense. Like you're spending a boatload of money, no pun intended, but it's like like it's not like a cheap thing to really do.
But
I don't think we'll ever do anything like that.
No.
Right.
Now, where's your what's the go-to pizza place when you're in Buffalo? That's the real question.
Mazzia's in Clarence.
Is that near? What's the one in? Oh no,
I always think of like Gangstas or but that's for like wings and shit. And then there's this other one too near the
there's
only one place in Buffalo to go for wings, and that's Duff's.
Yeah, facts.
I've never been to Duff's.
Duff's is
if you go to the original one on Sheridan and Sheridan and Millersport, that's the place to get your wings.
Interesting.
It's a little.
We're gonna have to go
like,
there for some fucking
it's
wings.
like not the fanciest place. It's like, I don't want to say anything bad about it, but it's just not the fanciest of places. But it's the best wings.
Honestly,
And,
though, that's like
That's
that's
where
a
you wanna eat
common
your-
theme. Like
yeah.
it's like that. Those are the places you want to go to for
Yeah.
the wings and such. Because
Like-
I've every time I've gone to like what you can maybe even just a nicer restaurant for wings, can't even compare them. Like it's always
Yeah.
like those like either rundown bars that have been there forever. Like and it's like those ones always have the best,
best
food in them.
ones.
And like the
Buffalo-
vibe in there is just like on like to me now it's like, you know, I'll never go anywhere like real done up if I'm going in Buffalo for wings or
Yeah.
pizza or anything. Like it's
No,
always
and you gotta try Duff's
Oh,
because I think you like their suicide wings for your wing
Oh.
challenge.
oh
Ooh,
But
I've
then,
never
Justin,
tried
you keep
suicide
talking
wings
about
before.
Santa Ceros.
I love Santa Ceros
Isn't
for
that the I
Italian
love
food.
it too. That's one of my
Oh.
favorite places. But for
Yeah.
pizza, I love Mazzia's, and that's on Main Street in Clarence. And then I don't know if Casa de Pizza is still there, but that was one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
Casa de Pizza, and I remember I just remember going there all the time when I was younger, and there was this one blonde waitress who was just the coolest woman ever, and she would always give like us cookies and stuff like that, and I just loved walking in there. I don't know what it was, and then I found out they closed their original location, right? Like right when you got across the border.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they
I think they're
closed
down
that.
on Niagara Street somewhere. This is the last time I went.
Yeah.
I'm changing my answer actually. I have been to one place that would be considered nicer. It was like the 716. I'm pretty sure it was called, or the 716
Yeah,
bar.
yeah, down by
They
me.
actually had good food there. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Yeah, they were
that,
pretty
that
good.
was actually a place I'd go back to.
Yeah.
The
again, but-
Pagulas built that. The owners of the
Oh.
Sabres and the owners of the Bills. They built 716.
Oh, that makes sense why it's so close to the arena. Because
Yeah.
we went there before a Leafs and Sabres game the one time, so
Yep.
it was like,
Yeah, they
It was
built
good.
that whole complex.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But even on pizza, I'm like, it's the cliche, but Lenova, and then there's this place called Picasso's.
Oh, well, yeah,
in
no,
Williamsburg.
oh, Picasso's is good too. That's right
I
by
liked, yeah,
where we live.
yeah, and then, but yeah, no, Santa Ceros is probably my favorite restaurant in Buffalo. I have to say.
That's the only thing about living down here. It's like I miss Ted's. Have you ever been to Ted's?
Ted's hot dogs, hell
Yes. Okay,
What-
and I
what's-
miss Anderson's. You ever been to Anderson's?
yeah.
Roast
No,
beef? Okay, well, if you ever get to
What- what's-
Buffalo, go to Anderson's roast beef.
Bubba's just said, what's this one? Boches?
Oh,
Bocce?
Bocce's.
Bocce's.
They just opened one near my house in Clarence.
That okay.
That's
that-
like an old favorite. That's a really good pizza too. Bocce's.
I'm gonna have to start coming to Buffalo for some
oh,
Zaw.
dude, no,
Like this
Buffalo's-
Domino's
Oh, my
isn't
God.
cutting it once I go
I
there.
don't know. I cannot find a place down here
Oh,
that has good pizza. I don't like any of
No.
them.
really? Now, what part of Florida are you in? Are you in like
So I'm in
Orlando?
Windermere, Florida. Windermere, Florida is just about a half an hour southwest of Orlando. Like
Oh, okay.
you can watch the Disney fireworks from the end of my driveway. I'm really close to Disney
Oh.
World.
Oh shit. No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, see, like anytime I've been to Florida, it was strictly for Disney World. So
Yeah.
I've
Well,
only ever
That's
seen
why
Orlando.
we built the house down here. We bought it. It was new. We bought it new as a vacation spot.
Right.
And then we found a school for my daughter because she has special needs. So we found a school down here that we thought would be really productive for her. So we moved down here full time.
Right.
And that's why
Nice.
we're down here.
Oh, right on. That's awesome.
Right on.
So,
It worked out for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, except I miss home. You know, all my friends
No.
are still